first time I've heard you tie in your arm thing with Charlie Kirk. Gold. Please keep doing those. Awesome. Pat looks like Rasputin, right? I feel like he's never dead. He was never dead. Like, he's here right now. Like, we have Rasputin here with us. And when you did that pirate voice, I was like, you're too comfortable with that. Like, we need to get Pat a boat now. Like, it's amazing. All right, we have one more comedian before your headliner. Are you guys ready? Woo! I don't think you're ready. Are you ready? Put your hands together for the very funny, one of my favorites, Sarah Carroll! Every time I come here. This is great. Okay. Yeah. Pop quiz. I'm very high right now. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna tell a whole bunch of stories about my experience as a fucking person that has been smoking weed for the last like 12 years. The first time I ever smoked weed was out of a Coke can. Yeah. You crush it up a little bit and you like poke holes in the crush part and put the weed there and then you fucking smoke out of the hole. And we did that in my brother's basement bedroom. And then I went outside and sold cookies and brownies at a bake sale that we were having at the tag sale that we were having. You guys know tag sale is a Connecticut term? Or else they say like yard sale, garage sale, street sale, tax sale, kind of thing. Nothing like derailing my own train of thought. So I don't know about anybody else, but the first time I smoked weed was different from the first time I got high. That first time I did not really feel anything. I mean, I was selling brownies at the bake sale, so I was pretty happy anyways. I was 14, I think I want to say. And then later that year, I got high for the first time. I was smoking out of a plastic bong that my brother and his friends had made. They were smoking in the garage. He made it out of like, you know those cups that you get at like theme parks with a triangle bottom and then skinny middle and a triangle on top? The triangle off the top, you shove a pen in the bottom, like melting plastic, you shove a pen, and it's like a little bump. Crazy. So we called it Jack the Ripper. I whipped off Jack the Ripper in the garage. And then we went inside, and I had been playing a lot of Guitar Hero that day, and fucking every day that week, and every week that month. And Guitar Hero 3, that was my jam, with the controller, because I'm autistic. Crazy if you don't. Because we only have 2 guitars and I have 2 brothers. I FaceTimed my boyfriend when we got inside, and there was a point where, okay, I had my boyfriend on FaceTime on the couch, my brother was sitting next to me, we were watching the TV, and I turned to my brother, and like, I don't know about you guys, but the first time I got high, everything was like this. You know what I mean? Like, fucking everything that I was looking at, it looked like it happened like 3 times in front of my eyes every time I made my vision. I don't even know how to explain it, but I guess if you know, you know. It's similar to, and this is why this is crazy, when you play Guitar Hero a lot, and then you're looking at the screen right the song ends, and you like look at the wall or whatever, and you see that shit move. You know what I'm talking about? So that's what I fucking felt like. And I guess I tried to communicate this to my brother and my boyfriend on FaceTime by saying, it's like my body feeling like it's looking when it's moving. And that obviously makes no fucking sense at all. But I wrote that down in like a note that I then compiled fucking every crazy thing that I ever said with friends or whoever. And my big note was just crazy. Which I'll get to later if I have time. I have other quotes from that. But what else? So, one time in high school, we had a 90-minute delay. We decided to smoke a bunch of weed in my garage before going into school. And then, so that was fine. it wasn't fine. I had to lay in my bed upstairs in my bedroom for like 20 minutes before one of my hottest girl in my high school actually came up and she broke a standard.
Hell yeah.
And that was the hottest thing in the world to me, the fucking hottest girl. Anyway. Her name is also Sarah, and her birthday is a day after mine. She's getting married to a man. Anyway, she drove us in, and it was fucking third period, because we skipped the first week because it was a delay, and that was gym for us. And that was the day that we got assigned our lockers. So we ended up having to like stand in line in the office of the gym teacher, and like you stand in line to get your combination for your lock, and then you stand in another line to get your locker. And it was just like me and my friend like do you think they know that we smoked a bunch of weed in your garage? That was tough. More about high school smoking weed in the garage. There was this girl that I smoked with, and it was a purple flavored blunt wrap. Purple grape flavored blunt wrap. And she ended up like throwing up, passing out, having a really bad time. And to that day, I'm sure she can't smoke grape blunt wraps anymore, and I couldn't for the longest time. Sierra grape blunt passed out. I think that's that story. She was also the only girl that ever ran out with. So that's just a little bit of lore for no reason. Another funny weed story is that one time I wanted to do dabs at the beach. So I brought the dabs and I brought all my little tools and everything. And I brought the rig. But when we got very close to the beach, I realized that I did not, might have even gotten to the beach, I realized I did not have a torch, which you need because it's like crack. So we ended up driving to a nearby Home Depot and like looking on Google for which shelf it is, and we ended up having to get an employee to get it down for us off the top shelf. So they were there with like the fucking crank machine and like get the guy up. And the whole time it's me and two other stoner bitches just like, we look like this. And we're like, yeah, no, we're just trying to freeway some pudding. Like, I don't know. Yes! I love this. Yeah. The same friend of my best friend Katie has a RAV4, or she used to drive a RAV4. She has a nice car now, she's got. Love her, hanging out with her tomorrow. RAV4 that we used to smoke weed in with a gravity bomb. Yeah, there's two kinds of gravity bombs. One is a waterfall where you put a hole in the bottom and it sucks it out, and then a grav bomb with like the fucking, you have like a you know, the pot that your dad cooks spaghetti in, and then like the top of like the 3 liter that you get at ShopRite, and then a top that you burn a hole in the plastic cap and shove like a trumpet head or like a fucking nut from your dad's thing, and he's gonna be like, where is it? So you make gravity bomb, and so we used to call her car the RAV4. We used to hit the grab bomb in it in the parking lot of the dorm that we lived in college. Shout out Southern Connecticut State University. That says passing out by the hot tub. So we were hitting the grab bomb on the hot tub. This week is me and OC, my brother. Allegedly, I just fell straight backwards like that. To me, in my brain, I like took the gravity bomb hit, right? I came up and I felt a little dizzy. And then my brain said like, okay, I'm just gonna get down on the ground. And to me, I like went like this and ended up like this. And granted, it was a little fast, but he says that I went up and I went down. And like I hit my head hard. dog barks or just accents. This is like if someone asks you what you're gonna do, and your plan is to just get back and fucking die. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, we were talking about different amounts of weed that someone thought that someone bought half an ounce versus half a pound. He goes, I'm trying to get high, not autist. And this was 2014, mind you. So, and then okay, so this is one right after another. We see right through the capitalist propaganda. The media has been